Okay, on special demand, I'm making a spaghetti sauce today. I'm actually making two sauces, one vegetarian and one spaghetti bolognese. And this is the setup. I prepared all the ingredients. This is bell peppers, carrots, two different kinds of tomatoes. I'm using also the vine of the tomatoes, gives good aroma. Some garlic, some celery, root celery, onions. These are red and white onions. Some beef, ground beef. On the left, there's some whipping cream, heavy whipping cream, a canned diced tomatoes, red wine. I also have another sauce I put in, and then chili powder, salt, and pepper. And in the bottom of the pan, I always start putting some powdered sugar in, and I'm gonna start the stovetop and wait until this starts melting. Now you can see the powdered sugar is starting to melt. I have it on quite high heat at 7, and yeah, now it's a good time. I'll throw in the onions, and I add the carrots, and I also add the celery root, and then that stuff needs to fry for a little bit. I need to stir it, and I start stirring that. I love the celery root in there. It gives really a fantastic aroma. And this is really a base recipe for lots of, even if I make a roast or anything like that, I start out the same way with those ingredients. So I need to let that fry for a while, and then I'll continue. Now in a separate bowl, I really need to fry that meat here, and I see it's steaming hot, so I'm frying that meat and browning that meat. I need two hands, so let me stop the filming. Okay, I got two plates or two pots going at high heat. This is the meat. It really has to fry quite hard so you get those aromas. So I have that on 8. And over here is my vegetable. I'll let it get brown a little bit. When it's almost done, I'm going to add the garlic in there, and then also some tomato paste that I forgot to put on the picture. So, all right. Gotta make sure nothing is burning here. So now I just added the garlic, and you can see it's getting a bit brown here at the bottom. And I'm going to add now some tomato paste, and then let that fry a little bit, and it sticks to the bottom of the pan, and I have a pot here. I got the meat going here, and now it's starting to get brown. I have to work in parallel. I can go a little bit. So here, this is now ready to, when it sticks to the bottom, the brown stuff, then you can start putting in the red wine. And quite a bit of it. At least a third of a bottle, and you can scrape off that brown stuff from the bottom of the pan with that alcohol, and that gives it really nice aromas. So let's check the meat here. Yeah, you want it to get brown on the outside. Give that a little bit more heat. What I did do, because it was a bit fluid, the meat, I took out some of the water and juice and fat that was forming in the pot, and of course I'll add that later. I'm not going to throw that out, but if you want it brown with all the fluid in there, it's going to take forever to get it brown. Now we're slowly getting there. Now I took the meat, it's quite nicely browned. I took it out from the pot. There's still stuff in the pot, and I'm going to continue using that pot, and you don't want to let those aromas go to waste, so I get those out with a little alcohol. You can scrape everything off the bottom of the pan, and then you add that to your sauce. So never let any aromas get away here. Okay, and this is nicely cooking. Now I just added the first batch of tomatoes. Here's the other batch. And also you can see the vine is in there because that really gives nice aromas. I'm going to add the other sauce and those diced tomatoes to that pot. And since this is still quite thick, I can use a bit more fluid. So I prepared a bit of stock. This is beef stock, about a half a liter. So I'll just add that, and I'll let it cook down later, just so make sure I have enough sauce here. And it's always good. I added a couple of bay leaves. They give a nice aroma, so they can soak in there. Later we'll add some tarragon, and I still have to add some chili and salt and pepper and all that. And now I added the fried meat to the sauce and the fluid I had, but before I did that, I separated in the second pot the vegetarian part. So there's no meat in here, only vegetables. And here's going to be the traditional Bolognese, so I can stir that in now and let it cook. It can cook for another 2 hours or something. What I will do, that's what I've been doing. I still have the red bell peppers here, and I fry them in a separate small pan with a little butter until they get a bit brown on the outside, giving these roasted aromas, and then I'm gonna add those later instead of having them already in the pot. And then I add a little bit of the cream, and add some spices still, whatever it needs, and then it's good to go. I'm frying the bell peppers here separately in a pan, getting them ready. And those sauces have been cooking for quite some time now. It can go for another half an hour or so. And I will add the cream maybe 10 minutes before I serve it. Now it's getting there. You can see, these are brown and a little bit burned edges. That's what you want. And I can turn that off now and add it to the sauce. So fried bell peppers added, and here's the pan, and this pan has a lot of aromas, so never let that go to waste, getting these aromas out. And you can just add them to the sauce. Okay, it's ready. Cream has been added. It's been cooking for quite some time, and I gotta taste it, but man, so good. Awesome. Very tasty. I'm really happy with how it turned out.